This is Umbrafly with another episode of Living the Story. Now, when I was a younger man, between the ages of 17 and 18, I had dreams of becoming a great singer and songwriter, and I also had a very close-knit group of friends that I don't really talk to anymore, but that's neither here nor there. In that time, during that time rather, the popular thing, as you can imagine, among seniors in high school was to drink. I never really enjoyed drinking that much. I was always more of a grass man, if you know what I mean. But that night that it all happened, I had a friend who will just go by the name of L to protect identities. And him and I did music together, and we were performing on a circuit in a group called the August Project. There's nothing up on Spotify about it or anything, so you probably would never hear that music. But he brought over 1.5 liters of vodka that night. And he offered me, he was real. I say offered, but he was really good at talking me into things that I may not normally do. He was good at peer pressuring me, in a nice way. I just say that, to defend him, but, well, anyway, I guess by the time a half hour or so had passed, 45 minutes maybe, I had consumed most of that vodka. And I was very drunk, as you can probably imagine. And I decided to engage in something that my friends and I used to do, called free running. We called it free running, but basically it was parkour. Not that we were trained in parkour or anything. Long story short, I climbed to the top of a middle school with my buddy L and my brother, my younger brother, who was sober. Thank goodness he was. And well, I remember in times of sobriety when we would do this, having this thought that I could definitely make it from this building that we were standing on, the auditorium, to the main office building, if I just got a running start. And sometimes I would even kind of do a mock trial of it, but I'd always chicken out at the ledge and stop myself. That was not the case, I suppose, this time. My brother recalls it as, he said that him and Elle were at the other side of a building looking at the view, which was really beautiful, and I was at that ledge where I thought I could maybe jump if I got a running start. Anyway, my brother and Elle's back were turned, and they were talking about the view, and my brother recalls suddenly hearing what sounded like a sack of wet vegetables or melon hitting the pavement, which must have been really disturbing. Within seconds, my brother got down from that building. and called 911 before he had even fully realized what had happened. I had fallen face down. I actually covered my face as I fell, and you may be able to see a scar. I don't know, it's very sunny, where my entire forearm was shattered, but that still didn't stop my face from getting shattered up, and my lungs getting punctured, or one of my lungs getting punctured, and lots of blood spilling into the danger zone. I was pretty messed up from this, and I guess by the time the paramedics got there, I had gotten up, and I had broken my left wrist, shattered my right forearm, and so I was fighting them, trying to fight them off with one floppy wrist. I guess crying that I wanted my dad at the time. Again, I'm rebuilding this from accounts of other people. And then for the next 2 weeks, I was in the hospital. Of course, that night, the doctors told my father and my brother and all my close family at the time that, they better say their goodbyes, because I was on my way out. And then, wouldn't you know it, I wake up. I think it was like 2 weeks later. My eyes were all blurry. I was suddenly in this room with white everywhere, and there was these two people in hospital scrubs. They were talking about something, but I couldn't make it out. And as I came to, I couldn't move my body right away, so I figured, this is terrible. I'm paralyzed. Why didn't they just kill me? Of course, I was also wondering what had happened. I had no idea. And when I was finally able to start speaking, which came out as babbles and groans, I'm sure, I heard them say, "Oh, he's awake." And next thing you know, I'm being wheeled into this hallway with all this light. And everyone from my high school girlfriend to my father and brothers and aunt to my closest friends, and they were all just lining the hall on either side and crying tears of joy. And that's when I started to think, what the happened? Excuse my French. And then I spent the next 6 months after that in recovery. Better part of a month spent in the hospital recovering, and then the rest at my eldest brother's house. And I tried to piece everything together, but all in all, they had to put my face back together. There's 2 overlapping metal plates. They may be like this. They had to open up this eyebrow and stretch it open, and I guess they did it under my face. Amazing, what they could do. They took all the pieces and fastened them back together, gave me a surgical steel forearm. So there's more than one part of me that is metal, not natural. But I've dealt with some things since then. Some things that I was already dealing with were exacerbated, such as my depression and anxiety. Other things started to show up. Chronic pains, waking up and in my 20s, and feeling like I'd been hit by a truck. There was a 3-year period there in my 20s after I married my former wife that I couldn't walk course, the doctors told me that was psychosomatic, and maybe it was. But I still go through issues with that. And this is fast forward to 36. I'm following my dream of being a singer-songwriter, and I'm living that dream. I'm going to be performing on the 21st at the Delightful Neighborhood Market. I have a whole set of 25 minutes. It's going to be amazing. And hopefully there's going to be some other shows that I'm in talks with other people, other musicians about, that'll be coming up as well. This concludes living the story with Umbrafly, and I just want to close with reminding everyone to love each other and love yourself, because at the end of the day, that's the only one you got. Watch me.